Why did people carve the rocks, you know what I mean, and put the president's faces on there, you know, Mount Rushmore? Why did they do that? They got a big kick out of doing big faces, or did they want it to leave a mark? They wanted to leave a mark. They said, these people right here, they are founding fathers. So we're going to put their big faces on this mountain, and fuck who don't like it. So the fucker got up there and started chiseling out his fucking nose and the eyes and all that shit. Who gave him permission to mark that shit up? You know what I mean? Maybe the Indians had a problem with him putting that fool's face on the mountain. How come he didn't get arrested? It ain't no different, man. That ain't your fucking mountain that you inscribed that name on.
It's not really like an addiction, but more like a sickness. You cannot control yourself once you start, if you really understand what you're doing. The minute you get that first tag, you feel like I could have done that better, and you gotta keep moving.
The repetitiveness of it gets really addictive.
Hi, I'm Moose. I'm from England. I'm a green artist, if you like. I create pictures using pollution as my medium. I'm here in Munich to recreate 4 images of the latest environmentally sound versions of cars. The process I used is called lots of things. I like to call it grime writing. Other people call it reverse graffiti. You could call it clean art. This process is as much about cleaning and as showing people how dirty the world is. What I do and other people who do this do is we remove layers of grime, or we remove layers that have become redundant in society. So an old poster that's out of date is litter, and so it's fair game for us. On this occasion, we're using wooden stencils and high pressure water, and we're cleaning over the stencils where there are holes or apertures where we've cut, are the areas that get cleaned. So when we take the stencil away, the selected areas will create an image. The hard thing is finding a wall that doesn't have graffiti on it. And then the other hard thing is to find a wall, amazingly, where people will give you permission to clean their wall. We've struggled all the time to find people who will allow us to clean their wall, which is as crazy as it sounds. I mean, you're offering to clean somebody's wall and they don't want you to because they like how the dirt is on their wall, I guess. I don't know.
thrift were valued. So how did this happen? Shortly after World War II, these guys were figuring out how to ramp up the economy. Retailing analyst Victor Lebeau articulated the solution that's become the norm for the whole system. He said, our enormously productive economy demands that we make consumption our way of life, that we convert the buying and use of goods into rituals, that we seek our spiritual satisfaction, our ego satisfaction in consumption. We need things consumed, burned up, replaced, and discarded at an ever-accelerating rate. Advertisements and media in general plays a big role in this. Each of us in the U.S. is targeted with over 3,000 advertisements a day. We see more advertisements in 1 year than people 50 years ago saw in a lifetime. And if you think about it, what's the point of an ad except to make us unhappy with what we have? So 3,000 times a day, we're told our hair is wrong, our skin is wrong, our clothes are wrong, our furniture is wrong, our car is wrong. We are wrong, but it can all be made right if we just go shopping. So we're in this ridiculous situation where we go to work, maybe 2 jobs even, and we come home and we're exhausted, so we plop down on our new couch and watch TV, and the commercials tell us you suck, so you gotta go to the mall to buy something to feel better, and then you gotta go to work more to pay for the stuff you just bought, so you come home and you're more tired, so you sit down and you watch more TV, and it tells you to go to the mall again, and we're on this crazy work, watch, spend treadmill, and we could just stop.
Value that's left, buying things. People spending money they don't have on things they don't need. Money they don't have on things they don't need. So they can max out their credit cards and spend the rest of their lives paying 18% interest on something that costs $12.50.
I'm Stanley Johnson. I've got a great family. I've got a 4-bedroom house in a great community. Like my car? It's new. I even belong to the local golf club. How do I do it? I'm in debt up to my eyeballs.
Every day, Americans are bombarded with hundreds of messages suggesting that the good life is attainable through the goods life by making lots of money and spending it on products that claim to make us happy, loved, and esteemed. But commercialization and consumerism also reach deeper, worming their way into people's psyches and encouraging them to organize their lives around higher salaries and owning more stuff. Unfortunately, this can come at a high price for the well-being of both people and the planet.
When you see around the globe the maldistribution of wealth, the desperate plight of millions of people in underdeveloped countries, when you see so few haves and so many have-nots, when you see the greed and the concentration of power within, did you ever have a moment of doubt about capitalism and whether greed's a good idea to run on?
Well, first of all, tell me, is there some society you know that doesn't run on greed?
The whole reason why people get attached to objects is because they're so difficult to acquire. So our little crazy monkey brains equate, some shiny thing that's very expensive but difficult to get to being a worthy goal.
Too many of us now tend to worship self-indulgence and consumption. Human identity is no longer defined by what one does, but by what one owns.